Counting Stars by One Republic. Capo fret 4, make sure you get one of these at the 4th fret, otherwise the song's not going to work. Chords are nice and easy, and your introduction should sound something like this. And let's break that down for you, and let's get going. Now you've got your PDF in front of you. You can see it says introduction. Lately I've been losing sleep with opening words. It's A minor, C, G, and F. You know those chords. But to the right of that on the PDF, you'll see B1, B2. Now that is quite important, and then some X's. That's the part that explains this. Now I'm going to zoom a little bit closer because I want you to see what my picking hand is doing, not so much my chord hand, because I'm sure you know A minor, just for those that aren't too sure. But let's zoom in now on the picking hand. Nice and up close. A minor is at the top. Okay. In slow motion now, B1 for A minor is on the 5th string. B2 is on the 4th string. So it's first bass note, second bass note, hence the B1 and 2. So you're going to start. And then you'll see 3 X's. That indicates you're strumming all the strings. Now I don't really mind if you strum 3 strings or 4 strings, as long as you're getting a full chord sound after that. So slow motion. And its speed is going to be a little bit quicker like this. Now the important part is as it goes through the chord sequence, as it goes from the A minor to the C, just quick distraction over here. When you go from A minor to the C, what's my ring finger? That's all that happens. A nice, easy transition. You've got the A minor chord. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Fingers 1 and 2 don't move. Ring finger simply comes out from under the A minor to fret number 3 on the 5th string. Okay, that's your C chord. We're going to continue playing bass note 1, bass note 2, but while the C chord is being played at the top, which you can't see now. Okay, and it's exactly the same picking pattern. So if we were to play the A minor and C together, you can actually hear the changes. Later I'll zoom out and show you the chords. But right now I want you to hear the changes, and each chord is being played twice. I've got my A minor in position, 2, 3, 4, and change. And I hope you heard that pitch change when it went to the C chord. G's up next, and as you know, G has got the bass note on the 6th string. So now your basic pattern is going to go bass 1 on your 6th string. Now this isn't indicated on your PDF. I need you to understand this from the video. 6th string, 4th string for bass 1, and bass 2, 6 and 4. And then you strum the full G chord. And when you go to the F chord, you're going to play 4th string, 3rd string, strum. So I'm going to zoom out now. And now we have a nice clear view of your fretting and your picking hand. And I'm going to count you in, and you can play through the introduction with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... Now you'll notice at the end of it there, I played the F 4 times. That wasn't a mistake, promise, listen to the original. He holds that F to build up suspense, to say, okay, what's going to happen now? It gives us that anticipation, that feel that something new is going to happen for it. So listen to the song. Very important lesson, I'm sure any guitar teacher will tell you, any music teacher. Know the song that you want to learn, so you know what to play. So when you play it, you can actually hear, what am I doing? How does it fit into the song? Because if it doesn't do that, you got a problem. Okay, but I'm sure everyone's doing well so far. And again, just for those, your capo fret 4 again, and that's your introduction. Next on your PDF, it says instrumental break before verse 1. Now on the original, they've got a very, very busy section where the bass and drums and guitars are kicking, and it's really busy. And if you're playing unaccompanied, it sounds very empty. So the rhythm pattern I'm going to do should sound like this. Now Now you'll notice over there I switched from my pick, there's my pick, to my fingers, and what I did there is I hid my pick under my hand so you can't see it from here. It's in my middle finger like that. I find I can strum easier with my fingers, but if you want to strum with your pick, not a big deal. There's the way I use the fingers. But enough of that, pick or fingers is cool. Your rhythm pattern is going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. It's written there on your PDF nice and clearly with up and down arrows indicating it. But make sure you can count. Very important. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and get used to counting out loud. Because if you can count out loud while strumming, you should be able to sing a lot better as well. Now this part is just really quick, but it's quite good fun. And I'm going to take us through it now. If you get ready, A minor is in position. The chord structure is the same. A minor, C, G, F, and you play that rhythm pattern under instrumental break once through for each chord. Are we ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. Now that's funny little change there, this part here, that I didn't mention when I was demonstrating the instrumental. That's what it actually does in the verse. And that's quite sneaky because you'll see that on the strumming pattern next to it where it says verse strumming, everything is upstrokes and there's no strumming on the first beat. Now we're used to strumming 1, that's what we do for pretty much almost every song. This song, nothing happens on the 1, it's 1 and. So what I do is I like tapping on the guitar. 1, because A, it sounds cool. If you're playing acoustic, it sounds very cool. And secondly, it gives me the sense of doing something. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. And the other advantage for this song is that when I mute like this, when I tap, it silences the chord. Otherwise I get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can hear it loses its rhythm. But if I go, that sounds quite cool rhythmically, especially if you're playing unaccompanied. In other words, if you haven't got bass and drums. So try that for the verse. I'm going to take it through slowly and see if you can play along with. A minor is in place. Remember, as I say 1, you tap along with me. Are you ready for this? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G and 2 and 4 and 1 and F and 3 and 4 and back to the beginning. And then you've actually got the basic tools that you need for this song. I'm not going to play through every single part because you've learnt this. You've got that. You've got your busy part. You've got your offbeat with your nice tapping. So you've got all the basic tools you need for Counting Stars by One Republic. Listen to the song carefully and see where and how to apply these different techniques as you're working through the song. If you've got any questions or something you're not cool with, this is an instructional video, not a demo video. Please feel free to WhatsApp me. And if you're not one of my students, you can WhatsApp me anyway, or you can just contact me via my YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to do that. Be happy to hear from you. Always glad to help. And you should be ready to go for Counting Stars. Have an awesome week. Take care. Chat soon.